books can change lives. When I was a kid, my mom always forced me to, she kept saying, Ron, read a page, Ron, read a page, Ron, read a page. Me, from when I was born to freshman year of high school, I only read 50 pages, excluding textbooks. Think about it, just 50. And I changed my viewpoint in reading. I think, what was that? I think college freshman year. Because till then, I thought reading sucked. Why the fuck would I need to read? I can just do other things. And then I saw this book on YouTube. It was a narration of the No Excuses by Brian Tracy, my first ever book. And it was 6 hours long on YouTube. And I heard the whole thing. One of the things in the book that I always kept on thinking, that stayed in my brain rent free, was there's never enough time to do everything, but there's always time to do the most important things. Whenever I heard that 3 years ago, Rohan thought, okay, how do I implement this? How do I implement this? I started realizing I need to look at priorities. What is the most priority thing? And once I had that advice, I was able to work 3 jobs, work on projects, on school, and still get A's. So I got A's in my classes, worked 3 jobs, and partied because I realized prioritization. I started realizing what to prioritize, what to do. And it allowed me to get most things done that were important. Things that were not important, I just put on standby. That was the start of my journey on being able to read business books. And it changed my life because I started reading more. What I mean by reading is I did a lot of audiobooks. And the thing that I try to do now is audiobook and visual book at the same time. But on the car, everywhere, I listen to audiobooks a lot. And I think that really, really helps. The books that I think everyone should read is Willing to Fail. I think it's by Brian Scudamore. That book gave me chills, absolute chills. It's a book that makes you realize that anything is possible. That doesn't matter how far you are, what you think of yourself. If you believe, it'll be possible. It's about 1800 Got Junk. I think that's what it's called. This guy, he drops out of college, gets a truck, and picks up junk for people. And you think, no, that's an okay job. His company is worth $300 million fucking dollars. Think about it, 300 million. What the fuck? And that's when you realize that if you believe in it and you try your best, you cannot lose. And that book, I got goosebumps, and I'm not gonna ruin anything else. Please read that book. It's really short. It's like 85 pages or less. The 2 books that I am right now doing, or 3 books I would say, that I'm doing ridiculously good at keeping on reading because I'm working on it right now. You know what's crazy? These are the books that are holding up this stand of mine. So let's get it down. Yeah, I took out the books from the stand. And it's these 2 books. I said 3 because the other one I listen on audiobook still. It's The $100 Million Lead by Alex Hormozi. It is the Day Trading Attentions book by Gary Vee. And it's $100 million offer from Alex Hormozi too. And these 3 books are the ones I'm reading right now, and I'm rereading them because I'm trying to get better on social media. I'm trying to get more leads for my school community, and I'm trying to fix my offer. That's why these 3 books. And a really important point before I forget, I remember, I think it was a year ago, or a year and a half, 2 years ago, I wanted to read 52 books a year. So I just kept reading books, and I went through like 30. That is when I realized something. I was not learning shit. I was just reading it to get the task done. And then I thought, reason why books are valuable is because you implement things. And then one day it just clicked. I need to reread these books. Like, I've read this book already cover to cover, but I read it just to get it done, not to learn from it. And now that I'm trying to go through one chapter at a time, I realize that what a good audiobook is, it allows you to re-go through the chapter and completely solidify the theory. But to actually learn, you can't hear it while you're driving. You have to actually put all your attention. A good book I hear on audio always is How to Make Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, if I'm not wrong. That book helped me be able to approach people, helped me be able to confront my fears. And the only way I was able to ingrain that in my brain was keeping on hearing an audio, because it's an action that I have to take. That is a straightforward action. Like, ask for their name, remember their name, ask better questions, let them talk. Like, all of those things are actions. I don't need to understand them, but how to get leads, the Day Trading Attentions book, it's more on they're not actions just I have to do, they're actions I have to think about. And when you get to that point, you realize there are two types of books. There are books that, one, you can reread or rehear on Audible or any audio platform. And then there are books that you can use Audible, but you need to pay actual attention. You can't reread the book while you're driving, because there's some chapters that you need to focus on. Like, a good example, I've read this book, I think cover to cover or 75% twice, I think, on audiobooks. But I didn't implement anything from this book yet. And that's why right now I'm going through the Hermina Offers book. Once I'm done and actually get my offer down, then I'm going to go to the Leads book. And after that, I'm going to get into the Day Trading Attentions book again. And I think this is the main thing, is that rereading these books is more valuable than fucking trying to read 52 books in a year. I thought I am smart. I was not learning shit. And I know content's very valuable because a part of me does think content's more valuable than books. But the difference is, a content creator, right, puts out so much content. You can get overwhelmed. A good example, look at Alex Hormozi. He puts out around 450 pieces of content every week. And what happens is, when the videos come out, it's a little hard to know, do I follow this thing or that thing, if it's not completely specific to what you do. If it says, if you're in your 20s, this is what you need to do, more specific. But there's so many videos that he has. It's really hard to do everything he says in all the videos, right? But until now, and he's writing his third one, he's only had this book and the $100 Million Offers book. Meaning there's only 2 books, but it takes up 450 pieces of content every week. And that means this book has the most valuable things for us. And it's unbelievable, this book. Same with the $100 Million Offers book. And when you realize that, you realize content's amazing, but it's more diluted because there's so much content they're gonna post. But the book takes so much time. A tremendous amount of time. And they're distilling everything they know. And that's why books are much, much more valuable than content. Yeah, let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite book? Thank you so much for watching this video. Also watch my last 2 videos. One on outgrowing people, and 2, nobody cares.